Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for a thankful Thursday. It is already June 3rd. I was having a conversation with someone very recently, and it lined up with the whole month of June because June is our month to stop, reflect, examine before going forward for the remainder of the year. We gotta recalculate some of the things we did at the first 5 months of the year. This is our month to do that before we jump off and finish out the year. And so it reminded me of a quote where people say, "Oh, experience is the best teacher. Don't tell them nothing. They got a hard head. Experience is the best teacher." Well, I say that um, evaluated experience is the best teacher. We gotta evaluate what we learned from that experience. We must look into what we didn't learn from that experience. And so this month, as we walk through the month of June, thank you for all who are jumping in here with me. As we walk through the month of June, looking back at 1 month, one lane of our life, spiritual health, physical health, financial health, relationships, and career. We take a lane a month, commit to one actionable item every day of the month, not 5 days a week, every day of the month. And you cannot remain the same. It's an impossibility to remain the same. And so now that we are in the month of June, let's evaluate. Don't just allow the experience to knock you upside the head and you don't learn anything from it. Don't let the success put you in a Disneyland euphoric state and you don't learn from it so that you can repeat it. Who wants to be a one-hit wonder? And so I'm thinking that this month we got to ask ourselves, do a self-assessment, honest self-assessment. Thanks again for all who are jumping on here. An honest self-assessment. Okay. What was I feeling when I spent all that money? Because you don't need to ask yourself why, because that why is good if you're gonna be honest with yourself. But sometimes we got to dig a little deeper. What was I feeling when I spent all that money I didn't have? What was I feeling when I ate that entire cheesecake? I knew that didn't even make any sense, and I kept on doing it. You have to ask yourself these questions if you intend to learn from it in order to propel you for where it is you want to go. We have to evaluate what we did wrong, what we did well. What thoughts went into that decision when you decided for the fifth day in a row that you weren't going to get up and go exercise? What were you thinking? What choices did you consider when you made that decision and you knew it was wrong to do? You knew you ain't have no business doing it, going there saying that, and you chose to do it anyway. How did you come to the conclusion that you were not going to forgive? These are all things that we have to think through, ask, and answer if we're going to be serious about being on this journey to become the best version of ourselves. If we don't get those things straight, if we don't figure things out, it'll show up in a different suit, same old issue. They'll put on new glasses to look different, same issue. And so sooner or later, we got to figure that thing out. In my life improvement plan, my LIP, June becomes the month to do that. The first 5 months of the year, I'm taking a lane at a time. June, I recalibrate before I kick off July through November. And then in December, same thing, recalibrate. What did we do well? What worked? What didn't work? What do I never, ever need to think about doing again before we jump off and into a entire new year? So I just want to challenge you today during our month of June, where we are recalculating, recalibrating, thinking into how the first 5 months of the year went. Let's self-assess. Let's do an honest self-assess and evaluate the experiences. That is what I got for you. Thank you for joining me this morning, this evening. I'll meet you here Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 5:30 a.m. Pacific for us early birds. I'm on YouTube as well. In the meantime, take real good care of yourselves.